30 teachers who should really be fired, according to Reddit. Number 30. I had a math teacher single out all the kids with learning disabilities during a test. These students point to 3 individuals have learning disabilities. Jesus Christ. This dude pointed to the 3 kids in the class with learning disabilities. What is the rest of the class's excuse for taking so long to finish? Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Oh, my Lord. Well, number 29. Oh, this one's a doozy. So, I have a couple of stories about bad teachers who deserved to be fired. I went to a public school in a poor district, so we didn't exactly get the cream of the crop. One experience was amazingly bad, though. I had a teacher who didn't teach at all. His class was him putting on a movie every day while the students played cards or dominoes or chatted. One day, a friend and I were listening to an Adam Sandler cassette. Ugh. The one with the principal who would call girls into his office and masturbate. Okay. We were laughing at this point when the teacher came by and asked to listen. He took it to his desk and came back a bit later with 3 detentions for each of us. I was complaining about the situation to another teacher later. The guy was the computer teacher, probably the only teacher in the school who actually had skills. He mentioned to me that the bad teacher had given him a tape to edit. The tape included some pretty inappropriate things. The bad teacher was also the coach for a girls' team, soccer or volleyball, don't remember which. He was making sexual innuendo to them, zooming into their breasts, etc. Of course, this is high school, so they are all underage. Good teacher was on the fence as to whether he should report it, and I encouraged him to do so. So the bad teacher ended up fired, but was allowed to finish out the school year. So I don't know how he knew about my involvement, but he clearly did, because he spent the rest of the year trying to make my life miserable. He did some weird shit that I still don't understand, like drew a hump on the chalkboard and asked me what it was. I think it was supposed to be a breast, but still don't get what he was trying to do. Once I saw him staring at me during a test, I just stopped what I was doing and stared back. The whole thing was so weird. Well, that's a whole specific reason to get fired right there. Hello to everybody in the stream chat. Hope everybody is doing fantastic. And I'm not sure that anything is sized properly tonight, so bear with me as we hopefully get everything looking the way that it should. There we go. There we go. As we roll up to number 28. Well, in middle school, there was a gym teacher who told both a Latino and a black student, "Go back where you came from," and was suspended for the rest of the year. And there was this other teacher who asked about a kid's favorite porn site, a 7th grader, also suspended for the rest of the year. They're back now. But there's also the evil theater teacher in high school who makes sure to give us rules to her favorites. Let's try that again, because that says roles. There's also the evil theater teacher in high school who makes sure to give the roles to her favorites, gossip about the other students, and repeatedly scream at me and told me I wasn't good enough even though I practiced for hours upon hours. It even broke down though I practiced. Broke down on stage during practice. Oh, that's kind of sad. Well, screw you, Mrs. F. I give up my favorite thing in the world just because you wouldn't help me when I was being bullied, and even added to the bullying. Oh, this poor little dude or girl. Theater is not where people want to go when to be the target of more bullying. Jurors. Faith says, I have a big box of Cheez-Its by my bed, Michael. I can mail you some. Cheez-Its. Cheez-Its. I think Ritz is throwing their hat into like the toasted cracker game. I know this isn't new news, so to speak, but it's new to me, considering I haven't tried any of that, you know? But I see them in the bags in the grocery store, and I think to myself, good luck to you, Ritz. Good luck to you. See, too many people, they try to juggle too many balls, you know? Sometimes you gotta innovate to stay afloat. But sometimes you gotta try to take something by a horse and master that. You're talking about crackers right now, Kyle. So let's go ahead and continue up the list. Number 27. My 5th grade teacher, despite knowing I had a blood sugar condition and needed to eat regularly to manage it, went on a personal campaign to ban snacks from her classroom. Good for you, bitch. This doesn't apply to me. I'm I'm a person that needs to, oh my God, maintain my monkey balls. When that didn't work, she tried to have my food deemed a medication and forced me to eat it in the school's nurse office. When that didn't work, she didn't let me call my mom the one time I forgot my snack. I wasn't more than 11 years old, openly mocked me in front of the entire class, then grabbed me by the arm when I ran out of the room crying, dragged me to the special ed room and snarled, "This is where people like you belong. Say word." She also yelled at me when I reported being physically assaulted on school grounds for making a big deal over nothing, and made me use a Scantron on a state standardized test despite knowing that no Scantrons was on my IEP, and then used my poor scores from fucking up the Scantron I was actually gifted to argue I was retarded and needed to be held back a grade. But she had tenure and my school was afraid of the teachers union, so of course nothing happened. Even after my parents raised hell. Ooh, man, a woman teacher with tenure, man. They have got some authority that they're going to be abusing until the day they die. Must be a pretty sweet situation. Alex DeZander says, Kyle, have you read a list about the worst substitute teachers? Probably not. Sounds pretty corny for a topic, man. Sounds pretty lame. Faith says, my pre-cal teacher said this problem will haunt most of you unless you're Faith, because I was the only one who got it. Damn, girl, you that good at your math where your teacher's giving you shout outs in the middle of class? You better calm down with all that. That's a fast way to get hated when the teacher's just like, oh, Kyle, he's so great. Everybody give it up for Kyle. Come on, hey, you in the back. I said give it up. Anybody who doesn't clap right now is getting an F in this class. That's right. Give it up for Kyle. No, motherfucker. You know, a little bit louder than that, you pieces of shit. Louder. Louder. That's right. Or you're getting an F. Thank Kyle for that. Who brought a dolphin into this classroom? I have got to stop. As we continue up this...
Derailing this thread early, because I can you throbbing, meaty, voice box.
Nigga. Dude. Oh my God. Fat man, what the fuck? Fat man, what the fuck? Fat man, oh my God. Oh my God, dude. I put up a there was a bar thing that was like, hey, you should establish goals when I went to go log in, because I log into Streamlabs to try and set up the dashboard so I can see, thank you, first of all. You know what I mean? God damn. Thank you, first of all. Oh, you're my man, all right?
My man! But
at the same time, I went into Streamlabs today to set up the little crap so that I could have a little thing right next to me so I wouldn't miss anything if for whatever reason something happens and then I miss a donation. Holy shit, son. And then it goes, you should set up stream goals. Can't even talk right now. It says I should set up stream goals as far as the donations are concerned. And I'm like, why? Don't worry about that. And it's like, no, do it. So I just put whatever. I think, I like kind of auto filled it out, and then I put splash zone on it, right? So that like, okay, whenever we reach whatever it is, and then I'll just be like, oh yeah, you got me in the splash zone. But Fat Man, you single-handedly, sir, you single-handedly, not even 10 minutes into the stream, sir, you single-handed me, put me in the splash zone. You see what I'm talking about? So the stream thanks Fat Man. And much like a Kyle that would get in a lot of trouble for single-handedly being the guy that's better than everybody in the classroom, so the teacher just directs all attention at him, I wanted to direct the stream's attention at Fat Man, because he's all about that. Yeah, he's the dolphin of our lives.
Bruh.
So I apologize, but I love you, Fat Man. As we continue, oh my God, as we continue on. What's the point of that up there now? Hey, is that a little bar on the left side of the screen there? Give me a second here. Just move that over there. Oh, it's on the right side now. It's too much. There we go. There we go. Right in the middle there. Right in the middle there. So I want to thank Fat Man for single-handedly meeting the stream's goal tonight. Oh my God. And it was a ridiculous goal in itself, because I didn't realize it was $100 until after. I'm like, man, whatever, it's up there. Oh my God. As we continue up the list of 30 teachers who should really be fired. Oh man, I got something to learn from Fat Man tonight, apparently. We arrive at number 26. Jeez, Fat Man. My 7th grade math teacher screamed at me and told me my passion in music was useless and said, "You're going to be the biggest failure that this school will ever produce." Continued music and found out I had quite the talent for it. What a douchebag. Why would he say that? Hey, looks like somebody's been, oh shit, he's been banned. Yeah. Oh, he's talking about MS Paint. Oh, wait, did he know that I use MS Paint? How did he know that? I just use it to open up the image. But it's true. How did he know, though? Yeah. MS Paint, baby. Oh, no, why did I move it at all? Because it's going to be hard to snap it back into position. Ugh. Believe in yourself, Kyle. You can do that. Man, that's good enough, even though I think there's a bit of a line on the right side. We'll be all right. Oh, boy. Aaron Deere says, splash? What splash? Legendary Fat Man says louder. He wanted the claps louder? That was funny. That was funny. Faith says, Kyle, there's a bar at the top now. Where? You mean the bar for... Ow, 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 ow. Oh, it's perfect. Faith says it's perfect. Good, 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 good. Guys, as we continue up the list, we arrive at number 25. My intro to C and Unix professor graded nothing until finals week. What the fuck? What do you mean? How can he get away with that? He must have, like, just a mountain of shit to get done. Like, not a single damn assignment. Meaning you had no idea whatsoever how you were doing in the class until it was almost over. If you asked him about grades, he'd say that he'd have everything graded next week, but next week never came. Blatant violation of the university policy. At drop deadline, all past assignments must be graded. A lot of us suspected that even after finals, nothing actually was graded, that he just assigned grades at random. But without seeing our papers, we can't prove it. Also, the same guy, if you'd ask him a question about the homework, he'd look at it, scratch his head for a few seconds and say, I don't know how to do this. Go ask some Faith, apparently. Also, same guy again. His tests had almost nothing to do with his lectures. Fortunately, they were all open laptop tests, so we basically just Googled everything. Man, I wish I could take some classes where I could just Google everything. That's the real world, baby. That's a practical class. Listen, motherfuckers, here's a problem, all right? And here are your laptops and your phones. You got to figure out how to solve this problem, but you got to do it in this amount of time. If you can't figure it out, then I guess you can't survive in life. By the way, motherfuckers, the timer's already begun. Oh shit, teach. This test gonna be raw as hell. Also, y'all can play music in the middle of this. First person to play a song wins. And then somebody put on Eye of the Tiger. It's the Eye of the Tiger. It's the heat of the fight. Rising up to the challenge of our rivals. And the last known survivor stalks his prey in the night. I don't, whatever. Let's go. Learn it for the first time on the test and write that, which is, to be honest, you put that much in parentheses, nigga, get the fuck out of here. I heard he was going to be fired, but I've got him for 2 classes this semester. Friendly guy, but staggeringly lazy and incompetent. Well, damn. Well, damn. I wonder what happened to Fat Man's oats. I know that sounds hilarious out of context, and I know that they weren't oats, but it looked like some sort of dry, flaky thing had spilled for Fat Man, and that wasn't okay. Aaron Deere says, oh, we're talking about teachers? I have a story, Kyle. Well, go ahead and dispense that. Casey Quinn says, Kyle, you're the best. That's sweet of you to say, Casey. That's cool, man. You a cool dude, man. Big Worm Kevin says, hello. Hello, Kevin. Take it easy. Hope everybody's taking it easy. Ashbury Romeset came in though thought Kyle was singing. Oh no, he probably came in right in the middle of that. He came in right in the middle of that. Legendary Man says oats. I know it wasn't oats, but it looked like it. I don't know. I may not know what oats look like. Let's look up oats. Honey Bunches of Fat Man. Let me see here. It did look like oats. I was right. My brain didn't know what oats looked like, but it was right, baby. Old-fashioned, great value oats like... Wait a minute.
Shout out to Fat Man. Hope you get a gobby ASAP.
A gobby, guys. What's a gobby? I appreciate you and your $3. Thank you once again.
My man.
You know what I'm talking about? So let me roll over one more time to Urban Dictionary. Urban Dictionary defines gobby as an Australian slang term meaning basically when a bloke is filleted by a Sheila. That means a man getting sucked off by a woman. Got some action last night, mate. Yeah? Got a gobby, mate. Nice work, mate. I didn't see, you guys couldn't see any of that. I'm sorry. Well, you heard it. Let's continue up this list before I forget where I am, who I am, and what I'm about. Number 24. Oh my God. Last semester this happened to me, and I was still unexplainably pissed. Oh no. I'm sorry. Number 24. Last semester this happened to me, and I'm still unexplainably pissed off about it. I'm a very shy person in class. I barely talk unless I'm called on, and I absolutely hate talking in front of people. I usually wait until after class to ask the teacher a question, or just walk to them. Jesus, that says talk, motherfucker. Walk to them. Where's it coming from? Or just talk to them about something they said. This teacher was just a douchebag right off the bat. I asked him a question about the syllabus. I thought I could wait. I asked him a question about the syllabus I thought could wait after class just because I was curious about it, and he told me to ask the next day in class and I'll get an answer. I thought, all right, whatever. Maybe he thought it was a good question or something. I asked it in class. Remember, I hate talking in front of people. He tells me I should have been paying attention from last class, and I was embarrassed and a little bitter. Well, then there's a 4-person group project. Oh God. Group project. You already know where this is going. Rolled oats. Wet oats. Wet with floor wetness. That's not a good combination for oats. You don't want wetness on the floor and then to mix oats into that. That's too much ground flavor. Sometimes you can season things, with ground seasoning, but that's the wrong kind of ground. See, what are you doing? Then there's a 4-person group project we have to do that required a survey and analyzing the data, then presenting it to the class. I tell my group I will do the hard work and make the presentation if they do all the talking. They accept. I get it done like it wasn't even a problem. We present it. We get half off because I didn't talk. Never was it in the rubric that everyone in the group needs to talk, let alone mention that everyone needs to talk. Groups before us didn't have everyone speak. My group asks why we all got half off when I don't want to toot my own horn. I did a great survey analysis and presentation. He says he didn't hear from the entire group. I'm livid at this point. I talked to another professor about it, and he's been my professor for 3 semesters at this point, so he knows what kind of student I am. He agrees with me that it's fucked, but he said he'd help me with my speaking in public for the final assignment in the other class. The final assignment club comes, I do a great presentation report and some bomb-ass speaking. I didn't stutter once or forget what I had to say, and had the entire class's attention. They asked me a whole bunch of questions, and I felt great about it. I get my paper back for it, and he accuses me of plagiarism. I bring that shit up to him, and he tells me because I didn't quote anything. I had a full quote and citations for every quote. It was a fucking college paper. Of course it was done correctly. I go to my dean. They ask the teacher, and he changed my grade for the entire class. Motherfucker wanted to fail me when I rightfully deserved to pass. I passed all of my tests and quizzes with A's and B's, so there was no reason I wouldn't pass. He also apologized to me on the last day of the class, and I told him to fuck off. Only time in my 21 years of life I've spoken rudely to a teacher. That stupid bitch. Suck a dick, motherfucker. He's apparently done this to other students, just a power tripping asshole as usual, but they just accepted his grade in his class, which was still passing but not a good grade. I refuse to take any classes with him as the professor. Rate his ass down, man, because before we know it, hopefully, and I know it's a bad episode. Who the hell?
I'm a kid, I'm a squid, I'm a kid, I'm a squid, I'm a kid, I'm a squid, I'm a kid, I'm a squid. I'm a kid, I'm a squid, I'm a kid, I'm a squid. Thank you, Papa Sile.
Thank you for the $5 there, buddy. I don't even know how to react to that, man. You just paid me to embarrass yourself, doctors. I mean, there's ladies in the chat that you could be impressing, but instead you out here on this gingerbread Morty bullshit. Don't be a Morty in here, okay? Oh, jeez. That's a bad Morty impression. As we roll up this list, we arrive at number 23. Ooh, refreshingly short considering the last one. I've seen a teacher turn a box full of textbooks and binders upside down onto a student. How the fuck they get away with that? Somebody else said he was just dropping some knowledge on them. You want me to lean in closer to the mic when they say that, Kyle? Yeah, that'd be cool. Do that shit, Kyle. He was just dropping some knowledge on them. Drop some knowledge on them. Oh my God. Mr. Helper Boy says, Kyle, it was more like a Jerry. It's true. It's true. But even Jerry knows that he sucks. Some people don't know they suck. That's the scary part. That's the scary part. Ah, boy. Who's this now?
Here we go again. Lemon Splash.
Thank you, sir. Lemon Splash. With the yeah. You guys really know what's going on, and I appreciate and love you. Aaron Deers, Dr. Scam, you cool guys, man. Ooh-wee. Okay. What I'm gonna try, I don't even know. I mean, I wanted to do a video about AIDS. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm not even lying. I'm gonna do a video about AIDS. It's gonna be about AIDS, loosely about AIDS. It's not AIDS is not gonna be the main. It's gonna be about AIDS though. Don't say I didn't warn you. Number 22. I don't. What?
Jesus saves. Passes to Moses. Moses scores.
Oh, I get it. Like a sport ball reference. Huh? Get it? Because Jesus with the save. You know, you get it. And that Moses scores. Goal, 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 goal. Because we reached the goal tonight. And Fat Man single-handedly put me once again in the splash zone. That is such a disgusting noise. Ooh, that noise is disgusting. Thank you once again, Fat Man. Allow us, with dignity, to travel up this list of what? Of 30 teachers who should really be fired. Coming in at number 22. Legendary Fat Man said, "Don't get me started on sports ball. Tomorrow is the grand final." Yeah, they're gonna be hitting those balls all across the court. But they better make sure they got all their cleats on before they hit a touch goal, you know? And then it'll be kickoff from the 3-point line. Number 22, I had a religion teacher in religion. Okay. What? You just had a religion teacher. Welcome to religion. Have a seat. We'll for the Religion 101. Turn to page 1 in your religion books. Chapter 1. Who would like to read? We'll all read aloud together. And so, it was the big... What the fuck?
Sael, are you hungry for apples?
That's pretty funny. Are you hungry for apples? Oh my god. That's a pretty I feel like we're alienating people who don't watch Rick and Morty. But which ones of you exist that don't watch Rick and Morty anymore? You know what I mean? Oh boy.
Yeah!
Alright. These are dumb things that I shouldn't have on the soundboard. But let's... Oh my god. Oh my god. Faith says I'm trying. Trying to what, sweetie? Oh, I understand. I just got what you... Okay. Okay. Oh. Rocket Fest says I like Super Jail. Don't we all? I apologize. We're continuing up this list. Forgive my strange and almost impromptu departure. Number 22. I had a religion teacher in high school named Mr. Nguyen. I don't know how to pronounce that. Somebody let me know how to pronounce that in the stream chat. Who was working on becoming a Jesuit priest and was a really cool guy. We also had this kid in my class who was a really annoying smartass. But Mr. Nguyen was always really patient with him. Okay. Until one day when he pushed him too far. I forgot exactly what the kid said, but it definitely crossed the line. Mr. Nguyen slammed his fist on the desk and shouted, "Why can't you ever shut the fuck up?" He then picked up his stapler and chucked it at the kid, missing his head by a few inches and leaving a huge dent in the wall, and then stormed out into the hallway. Dr. Scam says, "Kyle, it's pronounced Mr. Win. Isn't it weird that we're supposed to pronounce that Win? That shit's ridiculous." Emmy says it's pronounced Gwyn. Emmy breaks her vow of lurk silence. Now we know she's there. Now we know you're there, Emmy. Emmy, I've got something to tell you. What is it, you may ask? It's...
Lick, lick, lick my balls!
Yeah.
Say that all the time.
I'm sorry. I mean it in the most loving way. Emmy, you're the best. Simply the best. Okay. I keep getting an itch in my armpit, and I know that if I scratch it, because I don't know my own strength, that I'll like shred the skin under there. Did you guys hear that Julia Louis-Dreyfus got breast cancer? Who is Julia Louis-Dreyfus? For people who don't know, she played Elaine on Seinfeld. I don't know if most of you are probably too young to know what Seinfeld was. Remember that time I played the Seinfeld bass line and somebody was like, "What is that song with the guitar, Kyle?" And I was like, "Oh my god. Oh my god. What is that song with the guitar? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?" Sorry, I'm reading the chat. Alex Tuzander says, "Kyle, why bother pronouncing anything correctly when you can just butcher words with an American accent?" I know, right? I mean, that's the way to go. As we roll up to number 21, a student at my school walked in on a male teacher who was in a relationship with another teacher at the school, banging a married female teacher up the ass over a desk at the back of a classroom. About 2 hours after the school day had ended, the student took 100 quid in exchange for his silence. I know this because I was the male teacher who handed over the cash. I left the school on my own accord 18 months later. The lady in question is still there and has worked her way up to a leadership position. When she taken it up the butt, oh my God, she knows how to advance through the ladder. Oh my God, up the butt, shit, up the butt, that's what she said, when she took it up the, you taking it up the.
This seems like a good time for a drink. And a cold, calculated speech with sinister overtones. A speech about politics, about order, brotherhood, power. But speeches are for campaigning.
Campaigns.
Now is the time for action.
Do you guys know anything about that song? What would it scare people? Would it scare people? Wait. Never mind. I keep forgetting I'm in the middle of something. We shouldn't be so easily swayed from the things that we are in the middle of. Let's continue. Thank you once again, my man, Dr. Scam. All night long, all night. Whoa. That song's already on my my not wish list, God, my Spotify playlist, but I can't play it. I'd get copyright struck so hard my balls would spin clean off of my torso here. That's where my balls are. Isn't it the same for you humans? What do you mean balls aren't on the torso? Torso's pretty big. Let's say we cut off the legs in a V, at the bottom of there's still a torso. That's where the balls are still on there. Let's not get into it, guys. Let's not get into it. Okay? Number 20. art teacher called the black and white primary colors, pronounced gauche, guarahe, guarchahe, threw a kid against a wall for back-talking her and damn near broke her arm. One of those things is not like the other. Very correct. I wonder if we're actually going to get to some juicy shit where we wonder, how'd they get away with it? How'd they get away with it? You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying, y'all. You know, look, let me throw it like this. Let me open up Paint right now. Let me get a new window and put Paint in that window. Hello and welcome everybody to what's clearly sizing up to be Kyle's, you know, dank ass paint stream and shit. You know, pull up a chair. It's really about that time. So sometimes when I'm getting in the mood to just make myself a good old work of art, you know, I just think of my inspirations, which of course are me. Wow, I'm so great. When I get that inspiration, balls, you know, it just seeps through me like snot that's runny that had been, you know, building up perhaps over a night or something. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a good old human shape, you know. You know, why not? But also we should make it like a lady, which means we gotta put the boobies on there. Not too hemispherical, you know what I mean? These look like pecs. Look, I'm no breast drawer. They're also poorly proportioned. I'm gonna go ahead and hit that Control Z. Trying to do that again. You know, there used to be a game called Daisy when I was a young man. Wonder what happened to that game. Yeah. Talk about segueing in a conversation into something else that you're talking about. So as we go ahead and complete this human body here, those look less like boobs and more like pecs, I'll tell you what. So we're good. Let's go ahead and assume that this guy is turning his head to his right, our left, because I mean, fuck it, you know, could give him some sort of hair or something. This is shaping up to be a real masterpiece. I'm gonna go ahead and give him some sort of mouth. None of that's important. We're gonna go ahead and change the colors here, because what I mean to illustrate is where I believe the torso is. Okay, so I'm gonna say that this is the torso. Okay. Yeah. Well, somebody.
It's time to.
He's gonna say duel, isn't he? Oh my God. How much of that does it go? Oh my God.
The duel.
Fat man. Oh my God. Why? Man, Fat Man's making it clear we're gonna have to have a talk with Streamlabs and its maximum counter. This is why people can't have nice things. I love you though, and thank you once again for the above and beyond anxiety Kyle makey experience that is us giving me donations I can't handle. Listen, here's the point that I was trying to make. This is the torso, and of course these are where the balls would go. Okay, right in this area. So as you can see, maybe give a little bit of hair, you know, a little curly pubic hair. Okay, they're neatly on the torso, so I'm not crazy. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm not crazy. I say as I'm, what is this that I've drawn? This is something special. As we continue up this list of 30 teachers who should really be fired, we arrive at number 19. Wow. Can you believe it? Legendary Fat Man said, ovaries, Kyle. Ladies' balls are ovaries. Red Jinx has arrived. She says, this is certainly not Stripe's drawing stream. Oh yeah, man. Can you imagine? Can you imagine her drawing a torso and then balls? Mr. Helper Boy says, could we get back to the list? Yeah, fuck that guy. A list? What are you talking about? What is this guy talking about? I'm going to help you, boy, to a little bit of a chair in the corner of the chat that we like to designate the area formerly known as the timeout zone, which is now known as Gay Baby Jail. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Okay, let's continue. Sorry. Number 19. A Latin teacher caught a chicken nugget in his mouth that was thrown from the other end of the lunchroom. To make it even more impressive, the lunchroom functioned as the auditorium, so it was quite the feat. He later got fired for doing a student in his closet. What a guy. Well, damn. I can imagine a lot of girls seeing a dude catch a chicken nugget in his mouth from the other side of the auditorium / lunchroom and just having it be a sploosh type situation down there. Fat Man came into the stream earlier today and single-handed put me in the splash zone. You know what I'm talking about? But I can imagine some of these girls, they were just like, I don't know how I'm supposed to get my big butt into these jeans every day. I mean, it's so big, god damn. And then some guy's like, oh yay! And then freaking the arc, a beautiful arc, it almost slow motion, a chicken, not a tendy. I wanted it to be a tendy. Sorry, I'm projecting my own wishes onto this thing now. It's a chicken nugget, and it just soars through the air majestically. And this man comes out of nowhere and just catches it right in his mouth. And the girls, the girls watch, and they start to salivate. Their tongues get wet in their mouth, and they're just like, I got something that he can put in his mouth. I need to get out of these tight pants. In the closet. I'm kidding. Maybe that's what Latin music sounds like. I'm sorry. Red Jinx says, Kyle, you have to stop sending the people to Gay Baby Jail. Butterslice gets hungry at night. Well, you've summoned Sarah Bishop. Oh no. Sarah Bishop says people are annoying her. Whoa, the tables have turned, Sarah Bishop. Suddenly, the nuisance has become the annoyed. Tell us all about it, Sarah Bishop, as we travel up the list of what? 30 teachers who should really be fired. Kyle does not condone the act of being a teacher and using your, authority and position to woo women into insecure and ridiculous scenarios. But hey, man, we can't assume that it's always the teacher's fault every time. Some girls be throwing that shit all over the place. And yes, they should have the wherewithal and restraint to reject and say no. But some people are just human at the end of the day. Just like giving a cop a gun just like giving a dude a gun doesn't make him a good cop. Giving some douche the mantle of being a teacher doesn't make him somebody that's not gonna fuck some kids, and that's fucked up. But it's the way that it goes. The only thing keeping a lot of people from doing things is the fact that they don't have the opportunity throwing itself in their fucking plate all the time, and that's terrible, but it's the truth. So we gotta watch out, man, as we edge ever closer to a future where a camera is everywhere. Soon our eyeballs gonna be cameras. We gonna be plopping out of the womb. We're gonna get a surgical eyeball implant that allows the government to see right through the hot feed that is our eyeballs. Talk about Kyle television. Oh my god. So we arrive at number 18. You guys ready for this? I had a middle school teacher that spoke with extremely broken English and yet taught English literature class. How he even got chosen to do that class, I have no idea. He even got chosen to teach the class. Wait, no, you just read the same damn thing again. He wasn't that good at teaching anything, but that wasn't the thing, or rather things. He would assign homework and it was 50-50 whether or not. That's not the weather you're looking for, you poor thing. He was your teacher, so you can't do any better. Kyle, that's a pretty interesting joke. Too bad you're going to breeze over it. Nobody will appreciate you for you. And right then a donation comes in. I love
Hey
it.
now, you're an all-star, get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star, get the show on, get paid. And all that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break the mold.
Now, Kyle's in an interesting position right now, said Kyle, referring to himself in a person that didn't really make any sense. And the bottom line is, I can't say I don't love you guys for the donations. You're making my night as usual, as you make my week, months, and years. But it's like, am I supposed to have a word with Streamlabs after this and shorten what the maximum amount for a message is? Or should I just leave it the way it is to encourage people to keep donating? It's just confusing. I can't say I'm bothered, so I hope those in the stream who do end up bothered, I don't know, you'll forgive me. Oh no, oh my god. Delete it. Delete that. Oh, you idiot. Yeah, stop doing stupid shit. What is this? What is it? Where's the thing? Okay. Oh my god. Boy, did I lose the window for a minute. Sarah Bishop says,
By the way, Kyle, I had been listening the whole time, but randomly checked chat to see kids being a little douchey.
well, I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Sarah Bishop. Let me wipe off my glasses real quick. That is so much better. You know what I mean? Let's continue. Okay? Yeah. He would assign homework and it was 50-50 whether or not he'd actually collect it the next day. I don't mean forget. He would just dismiss it. Or when he collected quizzes, he would take them to his desk and it was abundantly clear that he wasn't reading anything other than the name and then grading all of them in a couple of minutes. Everyone either got an A or a C. If you questioned him about it, he'd angrily tell you to sit down. Any kind of class reading or lecture, he would have students read out the material while he stood in the corner with his arms crossed. He made it clear that he was not happy to be there, or sometimes we would do nothing. He would not even look up from his desk. Just tell us to read from your textbooks until the bell rang. On PTA nights, he would be there because he was required to, but he would lock his door and ignore anyone who knocked. There were so many complaints about him from my parents, or from parents in general, students, and some other teachers, but the school administration didn't care. I hated every shitty day at that school. Nobody wanted to be there less than the people who worked there. Well, that's pretty interesting stuff. Sarah says, half the time I'm not here. I'm just listening. Well, congrats, you know. I don't like to believe that you are, because most people wouldn't feel the need to say some shit like that. They would just lurk. You know what I'm talking about, Sarah Bishop? It's like that Genevieve chick when she rolls into the stream and she's like,
Hey guys, I'm lurking.
you know who does that too? Professional commenter. When you're lurking and you're announcing that you're lurking, you're not really lurking. You know what I mean? Oh my God, just the most you're the person in a class who raises your hand and then goes,
I have a question.
You know, what you have is a case of redundancy, motherfucker. Of course. Why did Legendary say, okay, Kyle, Kyle, Kyle? Like he about to bust into an Outcast song right now. Hey, Number 17. Told me the only thing I'm smart for is working on construction site and to not even bother trying anything else. That bitch. Wow. That's so mean. Wow. Legendary says, I'm about to unleash my final special attack. Listen, PPs can only get so hard in this stream tonight, Fat Man. I don't know what you hope to unleash. If you keep it up, then I'm going to try not pooping for a couple of days, because I heard that if you don't poop, you can actually turn that poop into energy and then harness. Thank you, Fat Man, for another incredible, ridiculous, and goddamn, Fat Man, just goddamn 200 in one stream, dude. We didn't know you was just big money balling like that. I hope you are nice to your hoes, Fat Man, cause you must be a pimp. God damn. It's actually, she's right. She's right, dude. Oh my God. Wait, the red jinx says, Kyle, help, there's another jonks? What do you mean? Ooh, there was a blue jinx? Hannah got her before I could get to her. I didn't even see him. How did you guys see it? Did they comment? The blue jinx. That's not even clever. Excuse me. Intriguing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. I thank you humbly. Humbly. You know what I mean? Every time Fat Man hit it with that monkey ball, all I can think to myself is, well,
God damn!
Oh my God. Fat Man, you were, the weird thing is he wrote PP a whole bunch of times, and I'm wondering if he heard me say PP can only get so hard, because it takes a while for those to go through. So what are the odds that I just thought PP before it happened? What if I'm from the future, guys? What if I'm from the future? Who is a Hoopa Moneybags? Hoopak? Somebody spamming? Ooh, somebody mad at Sarah. Oh my God. We should really create an arena for people to just come in here and fight Sarah Bishop. She pisses everybody off, man. Hannah says, I hate her from last night. Who is her, dudes? What's going on here, man? The stream chat is popping off. I might as well just continue. You guys are waging some sort of war in there, man. Fat Man, thanks for being Fat Man. And let's continue up this list to number 16. One afternoon, while Cheltenham was on horse racing fair, I snuck out. Oh my God. Let's read that again. Cheltenham, by the way, everybody, is a horse racing fair. So one afternoon, while Cheltenham was on, I snuck out of school with a few friends after lunch, and we headed down to place our bets and watch a few races, betting on the horse races. I had physics that evening and wasn't too bothered, as I hated it. Before the race could begin, we were thrown out of the bookings for being underage. Oh my God, you guys living on the edge. So we all headed down to the pub down the street. Wait, you guys are old enough to drink, but I like that you guys are too young to gamble, but not too young to drink. This is, I love Reddit, dude, because I already know to fucking look down at the comment section to be like, wait a goddamn minute. You know what I'm talking about? When people can read something and think critically, I fucking love that. So it's just like, come the fuck on, motherfucker. You on that bullshit, jiggle wiggling on that friggle release. Come on, baby. So we head down to the pub. We got kicked out for being underage, so we head down to the pub. Anyway, while we were sitting in the corner watching the races, guess who walks in? My physics teacher. He didn't spot us and went to the bar, ordered a pint, pulled out his newspaper, and sat reading while glancing at the TV. Talking to others who attended class, we learned there was no sub organized to cover for him. This occurred in Ireland half a decade ago, not England in the 1970s, as some believe. Well, I believe that. I believe in Ireland, they'll serve anybody who walks in some alcohol. I feel like a baby could wobble into a pub in Ireland and they'd be like, so what'll it be, baby?
Well, pint. Just one pint. I gotta get out of here.
You don't go driving. Don't go driving that baby car out there. You've had too much. Give me your keys, baby. Hey, 15's been deleted. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Sarah Bishop says, I'm pretty sure I am on most people's good side, Kyle. Yeah, okay. Those people that I argued with were just one girl. Ooh. Alex to Xander says, Hillaclean, nice Ethan profile picture. Too bad Kyle never pronounces the name correctly. Who is Hillaclean again? Fuck Hillaclean, bitch. Fuck all that. I do what I want, motherfucker. They know what they did. The Red Jinx says, why do they care enough to keep making Jinx alternate accounts? Because you're special, Jinx. Even though bad attention sometimes is bad attention, it's still attention. You got to understand that some people are willing to take time out of their life to devote it to getting your attention. What you can do is just ignore them, you know? Don't even give them the benefit of your thought. Girl, you are your own woman with a lot of things going on. You got a life to live. Whereas some people, they're just existing, watching the time pass them by. Oh boy. I less than 3 us all. So let's go up to number 14. There was an Islamic girl in my physics class that was wearing a hijab. So for those of you who don't know what a hijab is, it's the thing that the Islamic girls wear over their head, you know? Super hot, by the way, guys. Super hot. You know what I mean? You kind of want them to take everything off, but just wear that. You know what I'm talking about? Let's do it with your hijab, bro. Okay, whoa. It was a joke, of course. Anyway, one day when she was absent from school, another guy was sitting in her assigned seat. My teacher looked at the kid and said, "You're not her." He picked up a washcloth, threw it at him, and said, "Here, put this on your head," and started laughing. Oh my God. That's kind of rude. Oh man, I can't deal with this. Guys, ooh. Let's continue up to number 13. Made a rule that no one could wear those sweats that had buttons all the way up the leg in class. No idea why. Well, that proceeded. Made a rule that no one could wear those sweats that had buttons all the way up the leg in class. No idea why. Then proceeded to rip them off the first student who wore them to class. A female student who wasn't wearing shorts under them, in front of an almost full classroom and a hallway full of students. Oh, bring ball. Someone says that's the kind of situation where you should have immediately held the teacher to the ground while someone called the police. It's not a fucking joke, nor is it a teacher's prerogative to sexually assault their students because they're irked about some arbitrary dress code. Yet school tends to be a place where they desperately beat that kind of thinking out of you. I'm suspecting the cops were not called, somewhat ironically, because they had drilled into everyone's head that you do not disobey authority. That's the thing, man. There seemed to be a lot of like wannabe making school a gray area where the teacher's authority is law. Oh man, that's crazy. God. Legendary says name him Kyle Jr. Y'all niggas better not be talking about kids. Or kaiju. Oh my God. Like, what's that movie with the robots? Oh, what's the movie with the robots? Pacific Rim. Okay. Woo, I was going to be mad if I had to Google that before it came to me. Pacific Rim, Pacific Rim. It came to me. Anyway, Red Jinx says, congratulations to Sarah. What is she saying? That she passed the baby? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That's not how you say a baby is born. It's not. It's passed. Damn, Aaron Deers. Thanks, man. You know I appreciate you, man. Look at that courage dancing. He's so cute. I appreciate you, man. Let's continue up this list. Oh my God. I did not mean to refer to anyone's potential baby as a poop that you guys would pass out, okay? Babies are not poops. Damn. Number 12. My high school drama teacher gave my entire class a lecture on how girls were going to dress the way we did. This was the early 2000s, so flared jeans and baby doll t-shirts basically, when we had no one to blame but ourselves when the boys got ideas and raped us. Nice. She gave us this lecture twice. I'd been molested at around 10 years old, and I know one other girl in the class that was raped by a neighbor as a child. So I kind of spent both of those days just sitting there wondering if she had any idea how fucking inappropriate she was being. Well, someone says I can't even begin to understand where people who believe this shit get their beliefs from. Like it's more expected for women to dress conservatively than it is for a man, or expected of a man to not rape someone. It sounds utterly ridiculous, yet people believe it. My God. Where do we even begin? Oh, man. Kyle Bishop, my ass. Stop. Kyle Bishop sounds whack. Maybe if it were like a video game character, that'd be pretty key. Soviet Russia's all like, Kyle, have you ever read any deep web stories? Or would you be interested in doing so in the future? No, man. You know why? Because what people know or refer to as the deep web is nothing. Do you get what I'm saying? What people refer to when they're talking about that dank ass shit that has to ever be changing because the fucking authorities are constantly on the fucking tail of what these sites are at the moment, so they can't be the same site tomorrow. They can't be the same window. They can't be the same channel. You know what I mean? There's so many things. Like, that's what I like to regard as the real internet, the raw fucking internet, where straight up terrible shit, yes, but fucking anything is on the table. It's terrifying. But the bottom line is, what people refer to as the deep web, if I were to dig some shit up, it's not stuff that I could ever put on YouTube without getting the video removed. Real talk. Real talk. We can barely vaguely talk about some of the disgusting shit on there, because there's a line, and on one side of the line you have, you know, you can't monetize it because no advertiser would ever want a video talking about some kind of monkey ass shit like this. But then on the other side of the line is, okay, how do you know about some of this stuff? Do you get what I'm saying? Have you accessed some of these things? Now you're a person of interest. We don't want to get into that. We don't want to get into that, right? Because I've already gotten in trouble with some of the things that I've covered, and I've tried to spin it in a, this is about education. This is about, you know, something of historical significance that I don't want to be washed away. You know, if we don't know our history, we're doomed to repeat it. I can't even spin that angle, okay? Because I'm me, you know, and I don't have a legion behind me the way that I guess I would need to, like some kind of PewDiePie faggot before YouTube gets the dicks out of their ass. But hey, man, that kind of thing can probably, maybe I could get away with it by hosting it somewhere stupid and then putting it on the Patreon. I don't know, but let's not go too deep on that. Wait, Ew, Hannah Luna. Ugh. Ugh. God, what is she, a Final Fantasy character? Let's continue up this list. Ooh, we've reached number 10. I'm gonna read the next 5 like they're all part of each other. Wow. As we travel up the list of 30 teachers who should really be fired, we arrive at number 10. When my teacher decided to spend the last month of the quarter in Iceland on vacation without telling us he was leaving, he then decided he didn't want to grade any assignments before final grades were due to the school. So he gave every student a B in the class, regardless of if they did any work or not. To some of you, that may sound like a sweet deal, but to all the Lisa Simpsons in there, you know they mad as hell. Number 9. In high school woodshop class, a black kid was using a drill press and wearing a hoodie with super long strings on it. Obviously, this is super dangerous and against the rules because the strings could easily get caught in the machine. Our teacher saw this, walked over to the kid, shut the machine off, then grabbed the wood he was working on and smashed it against the wall. He then yelled, "Fuck a nigger!" as loud as he could. How did he get away with that one? Someone said, and he wasn't fired? Was this the 50s? Somebody said it actually happened a couple years ago. The teacher was fired eventually, but it took another racist outburst for him to be fired. Oh my God. Damn. Rocket Fast 321 says, Kyle, did you get in trouble about the guy who played the cassette tape before he met them? Well, no. That video was swiftly demonetized. And when I submitted it for a review, it was confirmed by someone who sat through all of it. Again, I wasn't really trying to make money off of that fucking video specifically. Like I said, my problem is with essentially being censored. And when I'm having videos that are, you know, only available in certain fucking countries, then I'm just raising an eyebrow like, why? Why can't I talk about certain things? This isn't like music where certain distributors decide where and where they do not want certain music played. This is a guy fucking talking about something that happened. This happened, dude. So why is it not available in certain places? And look, you come to a point, motherfucker, where you don't really need to be rustling them feathers. It's not worth it, motherfucker. Remember me saying this about it to you in your life right now. Sometimes it's not worth it. Sometimes you need to keep your head down and live your life, because you don't want to end up on some people's radar. You don't want to end up on certain lists. Emily Foo.
Can I hit in the morning without giving you half of my dough, and even worse if I was broke? Would you want me if I couldn't get you finer things like all of them diamond rings? Bitches kill for would you still roll?
Now, Emily, I love you. I appreciate you. But I can't pretend I'm not at least a little curious as to who you are. But I guess what matters more is that you were sweet enough to hit me. Is that you were sweet enough to hit me with a song I'm not going to pretend that I know, boy. What song is that? As broke would you want me if I couldn't get you finer things? Let's check it out. As broke would you want me if I couldn't get you finer things? It says it's Jay-Z. Somebody thought it was 50 Cent. Wrong. Can I hit it in the morning without giving you half of my dough? I don't know this song. I'm not gonna pretend. I know a lot of Jay-Z songs, but I'm just not familiar enough with what's going on these days. I'm sorry. Is this with Ja Rule? This can't be recent. When did this come out? When did this come out? 1998. Let me just get a quick listen. Try not to get no damn. Hold on now. Oh, okay, dude. I remember this song. I'm gonna hold the hell up. Hold the hell up, though. Just hold up real quick.
Oh, can I get a whoop?
You ain't got no players without the. Bounce with me, bounce with me. Bounce with me, bounce with me. Oh my God. What a crazy time it was back then. What a crazy time. Jesus. I just took a ooh. Looking at music videos from back in the day, like, because I remember I used to actually watch, TV when TLC and MTV were kind of dying out. You know what I mean? Oh, man, with all that TRL bullshit and fucking Eminem was on TV and Backstreet Boys and all that garbage. And then we transitioned out of that crap. Oh, man. I'm old, bro. But thank you, Emily Fu. That is so random. That is so random. As we roll up to number 8, told a student that they were so worthless that even McDonald's would not hire her. To be fair, she was the same student that faked having cancer to get attention, and McDonald's did not hire her when she attempted to get a job there, but some things are better left thought rather than said. Oh my God. Oh my God. Alex Tuzander says, legend has it that MTV still plays music around 5 to 6 in the morning. Dude, I remember waking up in the morning to some trash on, what was it, TLC? I'm trying to figure out what the name, VH1, dude. VH1 was the other channel that would play music, to kind of contrast, MTV. And I remember I used to leave it on VH1 at night because they used to play dumbass shows like I Love the 70s and all kind of dumb crap like that. And I would wake up in the morning to them playing music videos. And I'll never forget this one day. I woke up in the morning, okay, to a nigga shouting, okay, to a dude shouting in his music video. And I'm dead ass like, who the fuck is this motherfucker and what is this bullshit? Okay, do you guys want to know who it was? Can I please tell you who it was shouting at me? It was fucking Nickelback, dude. And you know what he was saying? He was saying, every time I do, it makes me laugh. Okay, he was shouting at me to look at this photograph. And I'm just like, what? This is not how I want to wake up. This isn't how anybody wants to wake up. Oh my God. Shouting at me, dude. Anyway. Okay. As we approach number 7. When I was in culinary school, that's cooking for some of you who were too young for MTV. First trimester, and the class was stocks, sauces, and soups. The instructor was clueless. That's a pretty decent movie. You guys should go watch that. This is a pretty prestigious culinary school, and he was teaching us things like using powder mix to make demi-glaze. I'm guessing that must be what that is. Because what the hell is glaze? You know what I mean? Is glaze a thing? Let's educate ourselves. We're on the internet. It's not going to take us a hour. Demi-glaze. They're right. I wanted it to be glazed, but I don't know anything about food, so I don't have to pretend that I do. What is demi-glaze? Oh boy. I am a huge fan of demi-glace. Demi-glace is a richly concentrated brown stock that is carefully reduced until it forms a deep, meaty, flavored glaze. A meaty glaze? A meaty flavor? Damn. See, Kyle don't know nothing about that demi-glace. Michael Davis says, I only know how to eat food, okay? You know, that's deserving of my man. You're lucky I done fucked up my my soundboard looking for Rick and Morty freaking. Oh my god. All right. So let's go ahead and travel back to the list because I should complete what she was saying. Well, teaching us to use powder mix to make demi-glace to save time, making roux and flour and water so there wouldn't be added fat, and that for added flavor when making vegetable stock, throw in bones and scrap meat from any given animal. We would say, yeah, but that's not veggie stock, that's chicken beef stock. And he would just get pissy. He was fired after that trimester, and we got to take that class again. Got to. Okay. Look, man. Any girls going to culinary school, man? You guys are kidding me. Oh, it's Aaron Deers. Thank you, Aaron Deers. You guys are going above and beyond tonight. Specifically that fat man. God damn. But guys, we've made it. You know, I would say that we arrive at number 5, but 5 has been deleted. And we're only at number 6, but since 5 has been deleted, that makes these the last 5. So as we arrive at number 6, what does it mean? My sophomore algebra teacher was known in the school for being the biggest asshole, but he was tenured, so we knew he was safe. Man, tenure is so sweet, dude. Can't be fired with tenure. After one particularly brutal test, he must have gotten some complaints from the students because in the next class, he handed out articles to everyone about how self-esteem doesn't exist. And it doesn't matter. Wow. Wow. Was this Professor Jontron? Racism doesn't exist, y'all. Trust me, I know stuff. I'm Jontron, all right? Sarah Bishop says, good night, y'all. Genevieve. Pussy ass motherfucker. That's right, I did it. Red Jinx says, bye, Sarah. You're so wonderful, Red Jinx. You're so wonderful.
Look at this photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh. How did our eyes get so red?
And what the hell is on Joey's head?
That song is bad. I'll never forget I put it on for a friend because I couldn't believe what the fuck was going on. The only song that I've ever played for somebody else because I couldn't believe how ridiculous it seemed to me was Bartender by T-Pain. Okay? Bartender's a ridiculously worded song, and I'm not going to go into it here, but one day we're going to listen to that song together. Oh my God. Every memory of looking out the back door. I have the photo album spread out on the bedroom floor. It's hard to say it, hard to say yeah, goodbye. I found a photo of the friend that I was looking for. Okay. It's not funny. It's an epidemic. As we continue up this list to number 4. Oh man, you're ready for some more. I had this English teacher in high school who doesn't like taking criticism or anything that involves telling her that she is wrong. So during halfway through the semester, our teacher decided to post our marks, which is to say our grades. That's how they talk across the pond. Overseas, if you will. over in Bing Bong land where people wear dumbass clothes and uniform school talking about,
I'm a little faggot. I hope my mom packed me some eggs and chips and jam butters.
my friend and I checked to see what kind of mark we got with the bullshit we've written all semester. I got a 75%, while my friend got a whopping 1,081%. My friend was confused, while I was wondering what kind of bullshit did he write to get that mark. Obviously, it was a mistake, so we decided to let the teacher know about it. When we did, she started to throw a fit and yell at us that she made no mistakes. By the time she started yelling, the whole class already noticed the 1,081% that my friend got and decided not to say anything, since we all knew she wouldn't listen. By the time the class ended, the whole class decided to give my friend a pat on the back, mentioning how he is going to get a full ride scholarship and congratulating him for getting the highest possible mark in existence. That 1,081% stayed that way for the rest of the semester, and my friend decided to fuck around to see how low of a mark he could get before the semester ended. By the time we got our report cards for the semester, the teacher finally corrected the mistake, and due to my friend's fuckery, he fortunately got a passing grade of 53. He honestly didn't care about the grade, but was slightly disappointed that the teacher wasn't prideful enough to leave the 1,081%. Too bad. I bet he could have gotten a nice scholarship with that grade. Nah, man. Y'all should have roasted this bitch. That's the thing. You're never going to be at a school where it's just one dumb bitch or one dumb douche. You know what I mean? They got to answer to other people. So, oh man, you got to feel bad for people growing up back then. Because nowadays you could just record motherfuckers and be like, oh, say word. So there's no mistakes here. You're not going to correct anything. Everything that it is right now is going to stay as it is right now. We have your word because you're proud and you're going to stand by your own work. And, you know, this verbal contract is binding. Go ahead and just let us know right now, as we all are standing here. You stupid, you cum guzzler, you fucking bitch. Fuck you, bitch. I don't need this. You need this though, bitch. This is your job, bitch. You fucking bitch. I'm taking it straight to the principal. And if they don't like it, then I'll take it straight to the internet. See how your dumb ass like that shit. Teach with your wrong ass. Tell me what being wrong tastes like that. Teach? Tell me what that shit tastes like. Teach? You can't call teachers teach. That shit's ridiculous. Hey guys, you want to see, I took some pictures during Family Guy. Not Family Guy, it was a Simpsons episode earlier. When I was all sad. Oh, Kyle gets sad sometimes. Boo. He takes pictures of Simpsons to make him feel better. Okay, let's see. Here is one of the pictures. It's one of my dank pictures that I'll show you. Okay. Open with paint. Okay. Let me just open up a new window here. See? You like that? You like that? Where is it? Is it at the top? Huh. Steam Tams. Okay, wait. Let me open up another one. Here's one. Open with paint. Okay, wait, check it out, Whoa. So, Kyle, is your pastime taking screenshots of images that look interesting when freeze framed in The Simpsons? Maybe it is. Maybe I hope to get paid for that someday. What a thing to do. Kyle, you are so weird. Roll up to number 3. I had a human anatomy and physiology teacher that said you get muscle cramps because your muscles dry up and rub against your bones. Oh. Good Lord. Well, number 2. He brought a thermos with more whiskey than coffee to work every day. By early afternoon, he'd be a reeking, slurring mess. Damn, he getting that drunk in class? Somebody says, sounds like my brother's driving ed teacher. He was drunk 90% of the time and all the students knew it. The administration finally caught him and fired him. That's so sad. But he could have killed those kids. They're getting behind the wheel of a car that they don't know how to drive and they're trying to learn how to drive and he's drunk. That's like a lifeguard being drunk. God damn. Somebody named the Gold Jinx. No, bro, you can't stop being Jinx. There can only be one spicy Jinx. Damn, Faith unbanned him. I wonder what she's gonna do to make up for that. Reversing my ruling, Faith? My fist tightens into a... Oh, I'm piercing my skin with the nails of my fist. The blood run down. It's turning into a fanfic. Oh my god. Guys, we made it to the end of the list. And I apologize, but Fat Man really just fucked my shit up as usual, man. I can barely even think. I'm on like a weird high. Plus, I'm not getting a lot of air where I am right now. We'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it next week when I get my proper space back. Jesus Christ. I love you all. You're amazing. I'd like to personally thank my incredible patrons for just being freaking amazing, dude. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. How do you do it? How do you be so freaking unstoppable? God damn. I'd like to thank my sponsors. And I know I have new ones, but you guys will get at it as soon as we get to the end of this week here and I get access to my monkey balls. I'd like to personally thank all of you for being here tonight, being in the stream, doing what you do. I want to thank Callum Brady for his donations, Aaron Deers, Emily, Dr. Scam, and of course, the legendary Fat Man himself. Jesus, man. I was worried about you, Fat Man, and your wet oats. Fat Man's bunches of oats. But he was making bunches in my pants with them donations, making me do a hip-hop dance. So with that, thank you, we should finish this list. Damn, you moved. Oh my god. It's like, how are you? My bing bong. Get to where you're supposed to be. So we finished the list of 30 teachers who really should be fired. We arrive at number 1. When a fight broke out in the classroom, our maths teacher screamed in the most panic and fearful screech, "Someone get a teacher!" Uh-oh. He just meant another teacher, like it's somebody else, you know? He just meant like get another teacher, because I'm gonna, oh, wow, stop doing that thing. Stop doing that inhale thing, Jesus. Oh boy. Hannah says, Kyle was trying to annoy you, Genevieve. Genevieve says, I'm still confused on what worded that time out. Shut the fuck up, Genevieve, with your punk ass. Lying Genevieve, that's fine. And to everybody who sent messages on Snapchat or added me recently, I will add you back. I apologize. I've recently been kind of situating everything on the phone, thanks to Sexy Jinx. So we're gonna get everything back and working properly soon. I love you, and you guys know how to get a hold of me. Callum Brady says, Kyle, I love how you remind me of who I really am. That's such a strange thing to say. Are you pretending to be someone you're not so much that you've kind of lost who you remember being? Damn. What a thing to say. What a thing to say. Genevieve says, today's been a shit day anyway, but you know, I'm so sure, Genevieve. Tell Fat Man or whoever your loves are all about it tonight. Where's Jinx? Jinx says, Kyle, have you read our Lady I Don't Work Here? It's funny that you say that, because I've wanted to try and establish a TIFU sort of thing there. What do I mean when I say that? Well, I mean, I wanna go there. I want to see somebody write something. I want to narrate it and be like, hey, you want to put this in your post? And then if they do, then, okay, see, look, this one was a day ago. This one was, whoa, why am I downvoting? Sorry. Sometimes I put a vote to make it clear what I have and haven't seen. Uh-oh. Well, you're in the business clothes, aren't you? Interesting. Why does Jinx want me to play Tokyo Dark? And what the hell is it? Tokyo Dark. Tokyo Dark on stream. Oh my god, is it one of these? Oh, it's an adventure game with a psychological twist from the makers of Nothing Else You've Ever Heard. Tokyo Dark started off as a Kickstarter project. Uh-oh. Guys, I heard Hugh Hefner died. Did you guys have anything to do with that? Let's hope not. Let's hope not. Luna Chapel says, I love you in your videos. That makes 2 of you. Thank you, Luna. I appreciate that. Somebody said the Mount Rushmore of selfies. Oh my god. Oh snap. That's cool. That's awesome. That is awesome. Bush looking pretty good. Bush looking pretty good. Well, Soulja Boy to Shia LaBeouf. You can't never come to Atlanta. Grammatically speaking, this is actually an invitation. Oh God. Why can't Shia LaBeouf never come to Atlanta though? What we getting to the bottom of here? Soulja can't even come to Atlanta. Wake up, dude. Who the fuck is Soulja Boy to be telling anyone they can't do anything? T.I. or Gucci or someone need to come out here and hit him with the delete this, nephew. Shia LaBeouf is everywhere, right outside of you, slowly clacking his teeth and waiting to add that little bit of skin between your ear, your hairline to his connection. You're walking in the woods. There's no one around you and your phone is dead. Out of the corner of the eye, you spot him. Shia LaBeouf. Nothing says continued success like a forehead tattoo. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. Why does Soulja Boy actually think he has a say in this? What is going on with Shia LaBeouf and Atlanta? Let's go ahead and throw these words into Google, boy. Shia LaBeouf. Drag that up to the top. And then Atlanta. L-A-N-T-A-Y. What's going on? Shia LaBeouf arrested for allegedly being drunk in Savannah. What did he do? He was just drunk in it. He's just having a good old LaBeouf time. Once again, Shia LaBeouf has been arrested on charges of public drunkenness. How did he do it? According to the Chatham County Sheriff's Office booking log, LaBeouf, 31, was arrested at 4 a.m. Saturday by Savannah Chatham Metropolitan Police Department. According to Savannah Police, LaBeouf tried to bum a cigarette from a bystander. Can you believe that? A Savannah police officer took in the city market when neither the cop or the bystander would give him one. Wait, what did he do? When neither the officer or the bystander would give him one, he started cursing and hurling vulgarities in front of other people at the popular tourist destination. The officer told LaBeouf to leave, but LaBeouf got aggressive with the officer, according to the police. The officer tried to arrest LaBeouf, but LaBeouf went Super Saiyan and ran like Usain Bolt into the hotel lobby. The police officer gave chase to Shia LaBeouf and arrested him there. In addition to being charged with public drunkenness, he was also charged with disorderly conduct and obstruction. His bond is set at $7,000. That's a hefty price for a cigarette you should have just went out and bought yourself, Mr. Movie Star. I'm gonna be in fucking Transformers and I'm gonna be in Indiana Jones movie. Hey, can I bum a cigarette? What do you mean you can't get a cigarette? You stupid Shia LaBeouf. If we're to believe the police anyway. Who knows what's going on? Ow, ow, God, my balls. Okay, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. I love you guys. And I will talk to you soon. What a night. Oh, what a night. Oh, what a night. What the fuck? Oh, she got the breast cancer. That sucks. The Red Jinx says, you know society is bad when you're white and your mom still tells you not to trust the cops. You ain't supposed to trust the cops. Trust the money that you give to the lawyer and who's a Jew. Get a Jew lawyer. Lady Spook says good night. It's nice to know you were here, sweetie. Faith, Jinx, Spook, Davis, everybody have a wonderful night. Thank you for being here. I love you. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Night, 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 night.